crawled out of his rock. He needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
It's heartbreaking to see an icon go out like that.
He only gonna fight the guy that they're gonna pay him the most money to fight. So, you know, and I think that pretty much, I don't think no fighter out there that can outbox him. And see, if you can't outbox him, I don't know if you can beat him.
If Mayweather really wanted this fight, he would have had this damn fight years ago when Manny Pacquiao was asking for a rematch. Mayweather has to do this fight because he needs that bread. Because he needs money, that's why. All the rumors are true. It's a sad thing, but it is.
Once hailed as one of boxing's richest icons, Floyd Mayweather now faces shocking claims from fellow legends suggesting his wealth may not be what it seems. Timothy Bradley Jr. claims Floyd is eyeing a fight with Pacquiao because he needs money.
And it's funny when you have options. When you have options, yo, you can make your choice. When you doing great and you got money in the bank and you sitting pretty, yeah, you sitting pretty, 51 or 50-0. Isn't it great? But now, when you need them, you call on them. Mayweather didn't want this damn fight with Manny Pacquiao years ago, and now he wants this damn fight now. Because he needs money.
Evander Holyfield believes Floyd chooses opponents based on the biggest payday rather than legacy. He warns that although Mayweather remains undefeated, returning to the ring and staying too long in boxing could eventually lead to a loss, risking his perfect record and long-standing reputation.
Because you're gonna get older. And somebody gonna beat you if you stay there too long. So everybody was undefeated at one point in time. And so if you undefeated at one point in time, then what happened? Stay there too long. You stay there too long, then.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. in this position, suggesting he should not return to boxing at his age. Crawford believes continuing to fight risks his legacy and health, urging him to stay retired. He is also sparking debate about whether Mayweather's comeback talks are driven by financial pressure rather than legacy.
Mayweather had a tough life living
At all. You know, I think it's other ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's other ways.
Joe Rogan said that even though Floyd Mayweather Jr. made enormous wealth, financial illiteracy often leads to mismanagement, lawsuits, and losses. He noted that fighters like Floyd and Mike Tyson have faced similar issues where huge earnings don't always guarantee long-term financial stability.
Yeah, but with all his connections and things like that, I think people could have put him in the right position to make some money.
if he's got people with him that are looking out for his best interest. But you know how it is. When there's a guy like that that's a big name, usually everybody around him pretends they're looking out for their best interest, but there's always lawsuits later on. You find out someone was stealing money or not paying him what he deserved. There's always a bunch of bullshit involved.
Lennox Lewis dismissed the proposed exhibition between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson as nothing more than a money grab, saying it's simply smart business rather than a real fight designed to generate massive revenue rather than prove anything inside the ring.
Tyson exhibition, is it something that sounds fun? Something just like a money grab, or some history between the two that these two guys could just settle out a little bit?
Listen, I think it's just business. I think it's, you know, it's smart business. You've got two great fighters with great social media. I got you. So it's a great matchup.
Is this something intimidating for, you know, Floyd to get in a ring with someone that big and that could, you know, obviously punch can be hard. Well, it's a different time, but
no, yeah, well, I don't really take the fight that serious. I mean, I'm sure Floyd wouldn't step in the ring with a man that is going to knock him out. Or
Meanwhile, Sugar Ray Leonard said, even if it's just a spectacle, only Floyd Mayweather Jr. has the star power to pull it off. He compared his global appeal and charisma to Muhammad Ali, highlighting Mayweather's unique ability to captivate audiences and sell massive events.
Fighters, we get to a point whereas that we watch fights on television and we say, I can beat that guy. Because it's about ego, it's about who you were back in the day. You know?
Nine-figure payday doesn't hurt either, though, does it?
Oh, that's gives you a little incentive, and that's the case. You know, you can make $1 zillion fighting a guy who's never had boxing gloves on before,
Right.
like the McGregor fight. You know, it's what it is. It's a spectacle. Only Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather could have pulled those things off. When Ali fought that guy, that wrestler,
Yeah.
what was the guy's name? Yeah. Only Ali could have done that. Mayweather could have been. He's the only guy that could have done that or pulled that off, I should say.
Leonard praised Floyd Mayweather Jr. for his exceptional defensive skills, saying his style makes him extremely hard to beat. Leonard emphasized that Mayweather's timing, reflexes, and ring IQ are so advanced that opponents struggle to land clean shots, making his defense one of the greatest in boxing history.
There is no one way to fight Floyd Mayweather. He is that good. He's that talented. You walk in there with a plan, but to execute it takes time. In other words, you got to feel yourself. You got to feel him out, and see what he goes for. Body shots. Floyd. No one could penetrate his defense. He's one of the best guys out there, but I would say body shots. But then, it's so hypothetical. I feel kind of awkward talking about. It's.
Well, do you see a weakness in his game at all?
I don't see a weakness that anyone could penetrate. I don't see him being beaten by anyone. I love about Floyd is the fact that he believed in himself so much, and that's a major part of being a world champion, like Muhammad Ali.
Mike Tyson has said he can relate to Floyd Mayweather's financial situation, explaining that he has gone through similar struggles in the past. Tyson noted that money issues are a difficult but normal part of life, and even the biggest sports stars can face challenges managing wealth and stability over time.
I understand hard times, and I understand good times. And, in life, they have to come. You're going to have to deal with both of them because that's what life consists of, good times and bad times. Or difficult times.
Despite earning hundreds of millions, rumors claim Floyd Mayweather Jr. went broke due to an extravagant lifestyle and massive spending habits. Some reports even allege he spends up to $1 million a day on luxury items, cars, and travel. Though these claims remain widely debated and unverified.
Almost unfathomable to think that it could happen, but, just listening to you, having a 40-person entourage, going out to eat, footing the bill, night over night.
Yeah.
Oh,
the whole day. Like, I'm talking for weeks on end. Every day is something new, and it's like multiple things throughout the day. The travel, he lives a very, very interesting. I don't know when he sleeps, to be honest with you. Then you got gambling and all, of course, the gambling, casinos and all that. He lives a very interesting lifestyle, very fast paced. I think the average person will have a hard time keeping up, but it's the amount of it. You got the private jets, you got the cars. But no, he could easily spend a few $500,000, $1 million+ in a day.
Allegations of overspending and hidden financial troubles spark debate, leaving fans wondering if his money persona reflects reality or masks deeper financial struggles behind the scenes.
And I'm not going to say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo.
One major issue highlighted by critics of Floyd Mayweather is his lack of financial discipline and extremely lavish lifestyle. Reports and commentary often point to his habit of spending money recklessly on luxury cars, designer shopping, private jets, and extravagant events. Another concern is his large entourage, sometimes estimated at 40 to 50 people, who accompany him everywhere he goes. Maintaining such a group adds huge ongoing costs, including travel, accommodation, and lifestyle expenses, which significantly increases financial pressure over time. Analysts also note that constant high-end spending and impulsive business moves can reflect poor long-term planning, combined with an image-driven lifestyle. This approach is often described as being driven more by ego and status than structured financial strategy.
Like, how on God's green earth could this man be broke?
His lifestyle. I've been around like hanging out for days, weeks. It's the lifestyle. Like when you got a 40-man entourage, you got other people and you take everybody out, pay for everything, we shopping, the mall, going out to eat, renting out an entire movie theater. Yeah, just to go watch a movie at whatever time he wanted. It was like the theater was closed when we got rolled up to the movie theater, and you know, you got the girls and all. Yeah, and you rent out a whole movie theater for 40, 50 plus people. I bet that bill can rack up a little bit. I don't know if he's broke. I think you'd have to tell me like, what is broke? He don't have $0. Floyd still has money, a lot. I just think that maybe the lifestyle and I don't know, maybe catching up. I mean, I don't know.
One of the most talked about spending sprees of Floyd Mayweather is when he reportedly spent over $1.13 million on a luxury suite at Allegiant Stadium to watch the game with a large group of friends during Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas. He also showcased his famous watch collection valued at around $100 million, reinforcing his image for extreme luxury spending. While iconic for his wealth, such extravagant displays have raised questions about long-term financial discipline and sustainability. Fans and analysts often point to his lifestyle choices, including constant luxury travel, high-end shopping, and maintaining a large entourage that increases overall spending dramatically. Despite criticism, Mayweather continues to emphasize that his earnings allow him to enjoy life without restrictions.
This is arguably the best professional boxer in history, or certainly the most financially successful boxer. Retiring with a 50-0 pro record, he has taken the world of business by storm with that same singular focus and drive. Joining me now, boxing legend and one premier nutritional supplements founder, Floyd Money Mayweather. All right, Floyd, it's great seeing you, my man. You know, I interviewed you 10 years ago before your last fight, and we played a short clip of it, and you said, listen, I enjoy being a villain. Here's the thing. You crafted a persona. And you use it for success in the ring, you've used it for success out of the ring, and I saw this interview in Forbes where you talked about the things that it takes to be successful, and it's still working for you.
Had a great team, you know, just doing my homework, you know, took my time, very, very smart, and I'm saying I wasn't the only one that...
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather's uncle, has also raised concerns about the
Mayweather had a
boxer's
tough
financial
life living...
habits, saying he is puzzled by his unpredictable investment choices. He suggested Floyd often enters business deals without a clear long-term plan and appears driven more by ego than structured strategy. Jeff also questioned some of Floyd's large real estate claims, noting that industry professionals often view them with skepticism due to the risks and complexity of property markets.
I don't necessarily see Floyd very much, so we don't really get a chance to talk very much. And so I don't really know what's going on. I know he's doing things that, you know, to better his life, like, you know, buying homes and buying, you know, different things. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So, I mean, I haven't seen him in quite some time. And I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, I don't know.
On top of the mindless spending, Mayweather made the decision to handle all his business deals personally instead of hiring a professional manager. This gave him full control over negotiations and allowed him to keep maximum profits from endorsements and investments. However, without expert financial guidance, he also became more exposed to risky deals and questionable investment opportunities. Critics argue that the lack of structured oversight may have contributed to poor financial decisions and increased vulnerability to scams or mismanagement. While his independence helped him build enormous wealth and control his brand, it also removed the safety net that experienced advisors usually provide. As a result, his career shows both the benefits of total control and the potential dangers of operating without professional financial management and long-term strategic planning.
He's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him. Everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry, because I love a row, I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, what sting come?
Now, the rematch between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao is increasingly being viewed by many fans as a money-driven spectacle rather than just a sporting contest. Instead of following the traditional pay-per-view model that made their 2015 fight one of boxing's richest events, the second bout is expected to stream globally on Netflix to its massive subscriber base at no additional cost, instantly expanding its reach to hundreds of millions of viewers. This approach highlights Netflix's growing ambition in live sports, where the focus shifts from single event purchases to long-term revenue through subscriptions, sponsorship deals, merchandise, and global brand exposure. By maximizing audience size rather than ticketed buys, the platform turns the fight into a powerful commercial opportunity.
Fight in boxing history, if you don't adjust for inflation, et cetera, or tickets sold, et cetera, Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, the rematch, Ali and Frazier, the first fight, these were the biggest fights in boxing history. But Mayweather and Pacquiao was easily the biggest fight of its era, of the generation. And it was the highest grossing fight of all time.
By far.
Because it had 4.4 million pay-per-view buys at $100 a pop. Do the math, right? It's interesting because Netflix is obviously in the business of, you said, eventizing.
Yes.
Everyone, they want enormous events that become shared experiences. In a way, in this day and age, partly because of delivery systems of content like Netflix, everything is so niche. Everything is so compartmentalized that there's very few shared experiences. It's one of the reasons that the NFL is such a big deal, because the NFL can get tens of millions.
Freddie Roach has publicly suggested that one of the main reasons the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight didn't happen for many years was because he believed Floyd Mayweather Jr. was reluctant
Mayweather had
to
a
face
tough life
Manny
living.
Pacquiao, fearing the risk to his perfect record. Roach claimed Mayweather made numerous demands around drug testing and other conditions that stalled negotiations, calling some of them excuses to avoid the matchup. He also said that Mayweather was forced into the original fight only due to intense media and public pressure, implying that Mayweather did not genuinely want to take on his fellow all-time great. Roach has maintained that Pacquiao's skill and threat level were reasons why Mayweather delayed agreeing to the bout for so long.
Think Floyd is scared to fight Manny?
Well, he's 42 now, and Manny's a fresh 40. I think he's ducking us right now. Yeah, I mean, because you don't hear no negotiations, no nothing, no rumors. He's being very, very quiet right now.
Wow. Okay. If Floyd is watching this, Freddie, what is your message to him?
The contracts are there. All you have to do is sign them, son.
Are you hopeful that it will happen? Do you think there's an actual chance that it will happen?
I do think it could happen, yes. It's probably not till next year, but the thing is, it is a big fight out there, and again, a fresh Manny with no injuries. I love that fight.
Well, as a boxing fan, I would be really excited to see Manny get another crack at Floyd healthy. I think, clearly he was inhibited.
Roach believes that a rematch would serve as the perfect capstone for their careers. In his view, Pacquiao, fully healthy this time, has the tools to walk through Mayweather in a real competitive bout. It's an emphatic statement for Roach. There's nothing left to prove afterward, and both warriors could ride off into the sunset with their legacies intact, assuming Pacquiao secures the win.
That your team wants, Freddie.
Definitely. That would be a fight we would want. I would like to get that one back one more time. I know we can do much better. We had an injury in that fight, but regardless, we lost a close decision. I know Manny can do much better than that, and I really think Manny can knock him out.
Really? Right. Like you said, Manny had an injury last time. Now, Floyd hasn't fought in a little bit. He's 42 years old. Manny looks sharp. So you think Manny would knock Floyd Mayweather out in the rematch?
Yeah, Floyd's last couple of fights against a kickboxer and whatever the other guy was, he wasn't too impressive, and I think it's a good time to catch him right now. It's kind of disappointing that he didn't stay for the decision and let Manny call him out. he went home quickly.
Was Manny going to call out Floyd?
That's the one he and I won, and I'm sure.